Good morning to all of you. So far we have discussed how to find the square root of the perfect square numbers by using the prime factorization method and long division method. So in today's video we are going to discuss how to calculate the square of the numbers which are non-perfect squares. How to calculate the square root of the numbers which are non-perfect square. For example 5, 12, okay, 1.8, like this. So these all numbers are not perfect squares. Okay, you cannot write these numbers in the form of two identical numbers or identical natural numbers multiplied by each other. So in order to find the square root of these kind of numbers, the method that we are going to use is long division method only. Okay, so only this method we can use to calculate the square root of the non-perfect square numbers. Now how do we use this method, that we are going to discuss from the questions of exercise 3.5 one by one. So let's start our discussion. Okay, remember this, only long division method is applicable. So this is our last exercise 3.5. Now I have to find the square root of 5, this value up to 2 decimal places. Okay, so whenever you have to find the square root of these kind of numbers up to 2 decimal places, what will be your first step? You will write 5, then I will put a decimal here, and after decimal I will make 6 pairs of zeros. Okay, 6 pairs of zeros. Now why I have 3 pairs of zeros, that is 6 zeros. Now why I have taken 3 pairs? Because it is written as 2 decimal points. So for calculating the square root up to 2 decimal places, we will calculate the square root till 3 decimal points. Okay, and after that we will do the rounding off at the second decimal place. So this is 2 decimal place, so I have taken 3 pairs. If it is written as 3 decimal place, then you will take then you will take as 4 pairs of zeros. So like this I have written. Now I will write the nearest square of 5, that is 4. 5 minus 4 is 0. Now the decimal starts, so I will put a decimal here. Now this double 0 will come here, and likewise 2 will come here. So 2 into 2 is 4. So very first digit you put 41 into 41 will give you 41. Then 42 into 2 will give you 84, and 43 into 3 will give you 129. So this is larger, so I will take 42. Okay, 84. Then again we will subtract 16. Then one more pair will come down, and this 2 will come here. It becomes 44. Now I will write 3 here. So 3 into 3 into 4, 12, 13. So what is my answer here? My answer is 271. Then again one more last pair will come out. This 3 will come here. It is 4, 4, 6. Then let's write 4 here. Let's write 6 here, and let's check for 6 first. 4, 4, 6, 6 into 6, 36, 39, 27. Okay, 26796. So I will put 6 here. So it is 26796. So when I solve it, I will get 403. Okay, 304 I will get. So now how to write the answer? Okay, how to write the answer? We will write the answer like in this manner. I will write root 5 is approximately, okay, this is the sign of approximately because he can never get the exact value of root 5, is 2.236. Okay, now we want it at 2 decimal places, so we have to rounding off it at 3, so it is equal to 2.24. Understood? Why 2.24? I hope you must be knowing, because 6 is after 3. So I will increase 3 by 1. So this is our value, approximately 2.24. Okay, then let's discuss another question. 24. So again, we will use a long division method, and since again we have to find it 2 decimal places, so after decimal I will make 3 pairs of zeros like this. Okay, then 4 into 4 is 16. We will subtract, I will get 8, then plus 4, 8, and since decimal starts, so I will put a decimal here. Then 2 zeros will come here. Then let's take 8. So 8 into 8 is 64. 64 70. So it is 96. Then let's check for 9 also. Okay, it is coming at 801. So our this will be 8. Then again one more pair will come down, and this 8 will come here. It becomes 96. Okay, then I will put 9 here. So it is 9. 9 into 9 81. 9 into 6 54 and 8 62. 6 9 into 9 81 and 6 87. Then we subtract. Okay, then the last pair will come here, and this 9 is going to come here. 9 7 8. Then again let's check for 9. 9 7 8 9. So 81 8 72 8 80 63 and 8 71 7 81 and 8 88. Okay, so it is bigger than 87100. So that means what number we have to use? We have to use 8 here only. So I will write 8. So it is 64 670 7 7 7 70 7 again. Okay, 8 into 8 64, 6 64 and 6 70. 7 will come here. 8 into 7 is 56 plus 7 63. 6 8 into 9 72 and 6 78. 6 9 7 8. Okay, so finally we got this answer. So how do we write the result? Like we have written, square root of 24 is approximately 4.898, and it is approximately, so I will increase it, it becomes 4.9, and you can put a 0 also. Okay, so this is the approximate value of root 24. Now suppose, let's discuss one more question so that you understood it better. Fifth one, it is 53. Okay, so decimal, then 3 pairs, the nearest square to 53 is 7, 49, 4, then this pair will come down, plus 7, 14, then 2, 284, so 116, then one more pair will come down, plus 2, 144. Then let's check it. So I will check it for 8. 1148 into 8. 64, 6, 32 and 6, 38. 3, 32, 35, 3, 11. Okay, so it is lesser, so I will use 8 here, and 8 is going to come here. 1, 1, 5, 8, 4. Then we subtract, I will get 1600. So again 2 zeros, and 8 is going to come here, so it is 1, 4, 5, 6. Now see, if I put 1 here, so it becomes 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is definitely larger than it, so I will put a 0 here. Okay, then what is the square root of 53? This is approximately 7.28. Okay, because the 0 is there, so when you rounding off at 8, you will get the answer as 7.28. Okay, so I hope you must be getting it. So we have find the square root of natural numbers. Now we will find the square root of the decimal numbers. Okay, so let's see the decimal numbers square root. Question number 8. It is 0, or say question number 7. Okay, 0.7. Okay, so in these type of questions, whenever you want to find the square root of decimal, so what we are going to do, we need two decimal places. So after decimal, I will make 3 pairs. And how to make the 3 pairs? One pair, then another pair, then another pair. Okay, so do not add 6 zeros at the end, because we want 6 decimals after 0, or 6 decimal places after 0. So 1 is already there, then I have put the 2 zeros. So I have made the 3 pairs. Now I will get the answer. So it starts from the decimal. 8 into 8 is 64, minus 6, then 00, plus 8, 16. Then I will use 3, 0.83. Okay, so it is 111. Then one more pair, so 3 will come here. 166. Then let's check for it. 6, so it is 6, 36, 39, 36, 39. Okay, lesser, so let's check for 7 also. 49, 4, 46, 4, 46, 4, 11. Okay, so this one is larger, so I will take 6 here. 6, so it is 9996. So when we solve, we will get 4, 0, 1, and 1, 1104. So next, what will be its square root? So we can write square root of 0.7 is approximately 0.836, and we will rounding it off here, so I will get 0.84. Okay, so this is my answer. Okay, then question number 9. Okay, so what is special about 9? This question, 0.00064. Okay, See, 64 is a perfect square. We know that it is a perfect square. But the thing is, after decimal there are 5 places. So what I have told you, whenever you have odd number of places after the decimal, then it can never be a perfect square. So 64 is there, but its square root will not be 0.08. Okay, we have to calculate. And how to calculate? By forming the pairs. So one pair, then 06 is one more pair, and here I will put a 0 so that I get the third pair. So how to start it? 0, 0, then this pair will come down as 06. Okay, then we will write the nearest square of 6. Okay, if you do not understand, we can write 0. The nearest square of 6 is 2, so it is 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. Then last pair, that is 40, will come down and it is 4. Then I will take 5. So it is 225. So answer is 15. So we can say that square root of 0.00064 is approximately 0.025, and we will rounding out of here, so our answer is 0.03. The question is, okay, 5.32. So what we will do, we can make a pair here. Then after decimal we need how many pairs? We need 3 pairs. So one pair is already there. So I will form one more pair and one more pair. Okay. Then 5, that is 2 into 2, 4. So it is 1. Then this 3 2 will come here, 32 plus 2, it is 4. Then I will take 3. So I will put a decimal here. And it is 3. So it is 129. So 3 will come here and first pair of 0 is going to come here. So it is 46. Now see, if you put 1 here, you will get 461. But it is only 300. So in that cases, what we were doing, I will put a 0 here and a 0 here. And after putting these two zeros, now I can bring one more pair. So 6 into 6 is 36, 36 and 27. Okay, so this is our remainder. Now all the pairs we have used, so we can write square root of 5.32 is approximately 2.306, and rounding off will take place here, so it is 2.31. Understood? So like this you can calculate the square root of the decimal numbers. Now next we will calculate the square root of the fractions. So like 5/8. Okay, so what I suggest, you just convert this 5/8 into the decimals. And how to convert 5/8 into the decimals? It is 0.625. Okay, then like we have found the square roots of these kind of numbers using the long division method, in the same manner we will find out. So one pair is there, then I will put a 0, I will get one more pair, then 2 more zeros. So nearest square of 62, 8 into 8 is 64, bigger than this. So 7 into 7, 49. 13, then 50 will come here, then 7, 14. So let's say 8 into 8, 64. 64, 6, 8 into 4, 32 and 6, 38, 3, 11. So it is 6, 6, 1. Okay, let's check it for 9 because it is little bit smaller. So 81, 8, 36 and 8, 44. Okay, so instead of 8, we will take here 9. Okay, we will not take. Okay, now we got 14 here, so I will take 9 here. So 9 means 9, then it is 81, 8, 9 for the 36 and 8, 44, 9 and 4, 13. So when I subtract, I will get 9 here. Then I will bring the 0 and this 9 will come here, 158. Okay, now if I put 1 here, what I will get? I will get 1581, but this is only 900. So what we will do? I will put a 0 here. So that means now our calculation is finished. So I can say square root of 5 upon 8 is approximately 0.790. And I will round it off here. So I will get 0.8. Okay then. Suppose it is 6.5. So we have to convert it into the improper fraction first. Then what is 3 upon 2? 3 upon 2 is 6.5. You divide 13 by 2. Then this is 6.5. So one pair, then 50. Then I will put 2 more zeros. So these are the 2 pairs. Okay, so this is 6.5. So I will put a 0 here. So I will get a pair, then one pair, then 2 pairs, then 3 pairs. The nearest square of 6 is 2. Then this group pair will come here. 2 into 2, 4. Then I will take 5 and put a decimal. So it is 225. Then one more pair will come down. That is 50. So I will take as 4. 4 into 4, 16. 4 into 5 is 20. So it is 584. Then last pair, that is 00. Then this is 4. So it is 508. Then 9. 9 into 9, 81. 8, 72 and 8, 80. Then 8. Then 45. So it is 9, 9, 5, 2. Okay. So what I can say here, I can say that so I can write square root of 6.5 is approximately 2.549, and after rounding out of here you will get 2.55. Getting? Then if it is 3/1/4, so it is 13 by 4. Then that is 3, 4 into 3, 12. Okay, 3.25. So here I am going to calculate the square root of 3.25. So 1, 2, 3 pairs. Then 1 into 1 is 1, 2, then 25 plus 1, 2. Then I will take 8 here. So 8 into 8, 64. 6, 8, 2 is 16 and 6, 22. So 1 will come here and this 100 is going to come here. So it is 8, that is 36. Now see, if you put 1 here, so it becomes 361, which is more than this. So I will bring down one more pair and I will put a 0 here and one more 0 here. Okay, then we will use 2. So it is 7204. 6972. Okay, so what is the value of square root of 3/1/4? Approximately 1.802, and when you rounding it off here you will get the answer 1.80 only. Okay, then very last question. Let's discuss the last question also. Now it is written as 6/4, 6/1/4. That is 25/4. That is 6.25. Okay, so I will write 6.25 here. Then form the pairs 1, 2 pairs, then third pair. Then 2 into 2 is 4, 2, 25 plus 2, 4. Then I will put the decimal 5 and 5. So it is 2 to 5. Okay. So since our answer is coming as 0, so what we are going to do, we will not proceed it further. So how many 0 pairs are left of zeros? 1, 2. So we will put 2 zeros here. Okay, so we can say that square root of 6/4 is approximately 2.500, and if you rounding it off here you will get the same answer, 2.50. Understood? So in this manner you can calculate the square root of the fractions also. Now this is the last exercise and this is the end of the chapter. So in next video we will start with the new chapter.